Do you have negative accounts on your credit report and you're tired of being denied for credit? I know you are, because you need credit for everything in the United States nowadays, for a car, a job, even putting a roof over your family head. And I'm going to share with you some secrets to remove those negative items off of your credit report. Now, here's the results of my users of my elite credit system with my credit coaching using the secret strategies. Now, this user was able to remove his collection within 12 days. This user was able to remove 7 negative items in the first month. And this user was able to remove her negative items, and her credit score now is at a 762 credit score. And this user, Sean, was able to remove his negative items and went from a 612 credit score all the way with his credit scores being over a 770. And now his credit score is at a 803. And with my coaching on the business side, he has business credit himself. So you can get these results, and I'm going to share these 5 secrets. And now more than ever, you need to take these steps, because there was a major data breach of people's credit information have been exposed to hackers. Check this out.
Problem Solvers Consumer Alert tonight, nearly 3 billion Social Security records stolen in a massive data breach.
Yeah, the hackers claiming to have stolen the Social Security numbers of every American. So
now I'm going to show you how to see if you were exposed to this data breach in this video, and you need to use this to help remove your negative items. Secret number 1, you must find the errors in the reporting of that negative account. Now understand, under the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, they can only report that account if it's 100% accurate and 100% complete. With these negative accounts, the majority of the time, you're going to find some error in the reporting when you can compare it to the other bureaus. So look at this account. As you can see here in the notations, they have different notations on this account, like charged off as bad debt. And then the other reporting agencies have it labeled slightly different. And then look at this date of last payment. Now you notice that one of the dates of last payment is October 1st, 2015, but the other bureaus are saying October 30th, 2015. Now, with that date of last payment, that is the clock of that 7 years where they can keep that negative account on your credit report. And you can see that these 2 bureaus are pushing it back 30 days, and that's called re-aging that account. So they want to extend that time so they can commit credit terrorism against you. So you need to examine all your credit reports and then find these inaccuracies, and make sure you either take a picture or print it out, this inaccurate reporting that you find. Now, with my elite credit system, in 2 minutes, my AI software finds all the inconsistencies in the reporting, and it can create the letter for you. But if you want to take the time out to go through your accounts yourself, you can do so, but make sure that you get that proof of that negative reporting for the next steps. Now, credit secret number 2, you need to dispute from your own address via certified mail. Now, the reason why you need to dispute from your own address, because the credit bureaus do not have to respond from letters coming from a credit repair agency. So they're trying to do everything to stop you from getting negative items off your credit report, because they sell your information and they make tons of money doing so. The worse your credit is, the more money they get paid, because banks make money off of interest. And with you having that negative item, they can justify charging you more interest. So they pay the bureaus more money for accounts and credit reports with negative information than good credit. So you want to make sure that you're sending it from your own address, because they look at that postage stamp to see if it's coming from your zip code. Because if it's not, they consider it possibly a credit repair agency and can not investigate your dispute or send it back asking for more information, or even deem it frivolous. So you want to make sure you're disputing from your own address and zip code when you go to the post office. and you need to send it certified mail. Do not listen to people and actually dispute online because you lose certain rights. So they must investigate your dispute within 30 days of receiving that dispute to see if it's true or not. If they don't do that, they must delete that account. So you doing it online, you don't have any proof on the date they received it, and you don't get the letter back with the postage stamp showing you when they sent that letter out. So don't do that. And then even if they send it back on time, you can demand that they give you the method of verification, meaning how did y'all verify this is true? And they got to respond back within 15 days once they receive that letter. So by sending it certified mail, the post office will show you by tracking what day they received that letter, and you need to put them against the clock. You're saving them billions of dollars by making them not actually use the postal service and pay. And they actually charge the other party that's reporting it $1 for you putting that investigation online. So you're giving them more money to screw you over with because they're saving millions by doing that. So you want to protect yourself because you can print out the tracking and the day they received it, and the post office have no reason to lie for them. So you want to keep that proof of when they received it for the next steps. So make sure you're not violating that credit secret. Now, credit secret number 3, you want to make sure that you're disputing and removing those old addresses, you guys. Those old addresses is how they seek that negative information against you because it's a personal identifier. This is how they identify you from another person in the country with your same exact name, is with those old addresses, and also just different information like your date of birth and things like that. Make sure you're also disputing your old addresses and any incorrect spellings of your name and any aliases they have on there, because that could be an indication of identity theft, somebody using your information. So make sure that you get that off, because this is how they seek those negative items against you. And if you have a collection or charge off and you were at that prior address, that's how they connect it to your credit profile. So make sure that you get that off of your credit report. Credit secret number 4, make sure that you use affidavits with your dispute letters. Now, here's the reason why. It's adding that evidence for these companies playing games. So the credit bureaus purposely want to keep that information on your credit reports. As I said, they make more money by doing so. So they'll keep playing games because they have that out. If it's coming from a credit repair organization, oh, we don't have to respond. You want to attach your utility bill, copy of your social security card, and ID, along with getting an affidavit that you get notarized. We use affidavits in my system. An affidavit is a sworn statement that you're swearing to that you're the person sending out this letter. So by doing that and getting that notarized, because a notary is an officer appointed by your state, they're going to swear that this is you. Now, if they keep denying your dispute letters, you can present that with your complaint online to the CFPB to show that they're playing games and they don't want to handle your dispute because I sent them a sworn affidavit that I am the person submitting this letters. So if you actually want those affidavits, I have them at my website, or if you join my system, you can get a copy of those affidavits and make sure that you attach that to your dispute letters. Now, leads us to the last credit secret, which is number 5. Credit secret 5, you want to make sure that you get as much proof as possible. So if you are a person that been subject to a data breach, like Equifax data breach or this recent data breach, attach that proof along with your dispute letters. And then in my system, you can customize your dispute and you can say data breach, attached proof. So you want to make sure that you're getting as much proof as possible, submitting that to them, because under the FCRA, if they are submitted proof and they know they're reporting inaccurate information, that is prohibited and they can be opened up to fines. So you want to make sure you attach that proof. And if you're a person that's a victim of identity theft, you want to make sure you filing an identity theft report from the FTC website and print that out. And you want to make sure you attach that as proof on your dispute and then label it. Like in my system here, you can label it as identity theft for those identity theft items, but you want to make sure that you're attaching proof. Now, if you have a charge off, one of the things that you need to do is send a certified letter directly to the original creditor and ask for that whole billing history. We have letters for that in my system where you will ask for the whole breakdown and disclosure. So companies like Capital One will send you a response back. We need more information. Oh, well, too bad, so sad. Going back to what I told you, you sent it certified mail. So now you can print that out to show they received that letter and they didn't respond. So you got proof they received it. You wait 30 days and now attach that to your dispute letter and send it to the credit bureaus and now demand that that item be removed that you previously disputed because the original creditor didn't respond. So you can present that as proof and then take all of this stuff, then file your claim with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau with all your evidence, and you can upload it online for that negative item because you did your due diligence. You're showing that they're in the wrong. Now, we're going to show you right now how to check if you've been victimized by this recent data breach.
So you want to go to the website pentester.com and you can enter in your first name and your last name and your state. Now, I suggest that you check even past states that you lived in and enter in your birth year. And then you want to hit the search button. And when I checked, I saw a lot of my old information, old addresses that came up. So I was exposed to the data breach. So you guys want to make sure that you follow these steps if you were exposed. Now you can use Pentester to start to remove your exposed information off the web. You should freeze your credit reports, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion as a proactive step to make sure that no one is applying for credit and make sure that you get access to your credit reports. You can get free credit reports from annualcreditreports.com.
Now, if you found out you were a victim of that data breach, like I did, make sure you guys that you print that out or take a picture with your cell phone and you print that information and add it to your dispute. So hopefully this information was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. Or if you got more detailed questions for me, you can go directly to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.